I want to get up bugle, see if I can get one to answer or pay attention. Yeah, he's pretty weak anyway, short beams.
Like maybe a 4-point or something.
Yeah, we can find a better one. She should have a fawn, but this last winter was a little rough on some of them. Normally in this country they have twins, but I've seen a lot of does this year without anything.
They like that mountain mahogany.
Yeah, they do.
We've been covering a lot of ground. That's one of the things out here in the West that's nice about hunting. There's a lot of rolling hills, canyons, and those elk like to bed down in there in the daytime. There's basins and draws and
oh yeah, yeah, water holes down on the bottom. Everything they need for bedding this type of stuff, and they like to bed up in that and feed on it. I think we'll work on up this side. We're pretty close to the top. We're within 300-400 yards of the top, and we'll glass over the other side. That has a deep canyon there. A lot of little draws in it. There's water in the bottom of it. We'll work our way over there and just kind of call on each one of the canyons and set up and see if we can get something to answer.
Somebody answers.
Yeah.
You know, one of the keys to success is knowledge. Great thing is, my guide Bill really has the knowledge. He knows this area, and he knows the animals that we're hunting. I don't know how I'm going to miss.
Arizona-born guide Bill Norton has real expertise in hunting in firearms and archery. With a degree in gunsmithing, he moved to southern Utah and hunted hard. Mule deer were always special to Norton, and in 1970 he took the largest typical buck ever recorded in the state, scoring an astounding 210 Boone and Crockett Club points. Today, the deer still ranks as Utah's 4th largest ever.
Get something to respond, and then we'll go work on him.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both. That one sounds bigger over here. This one sounds a little bit young. This one has a little gravel in his voice in the beginning, a little growl. I think that's the one we want to go look at first.
I really enjoy the West. I live in the West. There's something about the colors when they start turning. Those cool, cold, crisp mornings. Hey, I am really having a great time. It is such a wonderful pleasure to be out here. It's a great time of the year. Things are just in beautiful fall colors. A lot of work. Elk hunting is a lot of hard work. You've got to stay after it. A lot of climbing. We've been in and out of canyons. Now, whether or not I can make it happen or not, we'll have to see. But I think we're going to have a lot of action here before this thing's over with. Good looking canyon.
Yeah, it is. There should be something bedded in there. Just give it a little time and see if something gets up and starts feeding. We'll be okay. With elk hunting, it's a little different. They're a lot more aware of their surroundings, so you have to spend a lot more time working the shadows.
You try to bugle?
Yeah, we're getting late enough, I think, that we can maybe get somebody's attention. All we want to do is get them to respond, and then we'll move in on them if we can get them to respond. They seem to be pretty vocal in the evenings. I think it's like a teenage kid. They sleep all day, and about 5 or 6 o'clock at night they start waking up and it's time to go party. So that's the same way the bulls are, and they work real well in the evening. I mainly like to just locate them with the bugle and then cow call and work on them and get in closer to them where they get intimidated. But sometimes if they're really worked up, bugle works as good as anything, but most of the time it's just to locate them.
Utah has always been elk country. But by the turn of the 20th century, the state's once plentiful herds had all but vanished because of unregulated shooting. The long-range introduction process began in 1912 with elk from Yellowstone National Park in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And today, nearly 65,000 roam Utah. In 2008, the Hunting Conservation Club Boone and Crockett designated a non-typical elk taken in south-central Utah as a new world's record. Known as the Spider Bull because of its web-shaped rack, the bull had a gross score that came within a fraction of an inch of the 500 Boone and Crockett point mark, the only elk ever to score that high. The game unit where the bull was taken benefited from habitat improvement and land protection. Much of the funding for that came through the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. The Elk Foundation was started to conserve elk habitat, and since 1984 it's protected and enhanced over 5.5 million acres. By working with the Utah Game Department, groups like the Elk Foundation and Boone and Crockett help preserve the future of elk. But Utah's big game doesn't end with elk, but includes record-book mule deer, pronghorn, bighorn sheep, mountain goat, moose, cougar, free-roaming buffalo, and the Boone and Crockett world's record black bear.
A couple of young bulls about 500 yards over there. You tell what they are.
Lower bull looks like about a 4-point.
Upper one looks like maybe he doesn't have much. He's a small. Yeah, they're both pretty young.
Yeah.
Not what we're looking for, but
That other bull was around here somewhere. I'm in capable hands. My guide, Bill, is a superb caller. He's an absolute, consummate good guide. He really knows this country like the back of his hand.
I'd like to get that older bull to answer. I think we better leave these two and go try and find something. We're not going to shoot these guys. He should be up there with them unless he's smarter than they are. He's a downwards goer. Let's go see if we can find a bigger one. All right.
We had left these two bulls, a younger bull, 4-point and a spike, I think it was, maybe a little forkhorn. You know, we knew that big bull had to be in here somewhere. Bill started calling. We thought, well, maybe we ought to go back around this ridge, drop down there. And just as we were getting ready to leave, he bugled.
He's coming.
And through the next few minutes, Bill started talking to him and got him all worked up, and here he came. That bull came at least 3/4 of a mile. Every time he'd stop and start looking, Bill would hit him with the cow call or bugle back to him. He was worked up, frothing. Here he came.
Okay, wait. He'll go to his left a little more. All right, wait for him to go through there.
And as luck would have it, he got within about 350 yards, and then he stopped behind the tree.
Wait till he clears that tree.
I've had that happen so many times to me. I was like, and I'm ready to go. I'm getting frustrated. And I told Bill, I said, hit him with something. Let's get him out of there. Well, we looked, he was raking the leaves, getting his horns all polished up.
Oh, he's raking that tree. Working on himself up a little courage to come over and challenge us. We'll get him to come out. Hang on. Here he comes. He's coming down to that quakey. Okay, wait till he comes out of that quakey. All right, here he comes. Okay, there's your shot.
Yeah, it looks like he's down.
Yeah, he's down. I think he's down for good, but let's keep an eye on him for just a few minutes.
Okay.
That was awesome. Went down hard.
You know, they're a tough animal. They're a big animal. I hit him hard, man. He just dropped like a ton of bricks.
All right. Good job.
Thanks, man.
That was a great shot. Great shot.
Here he is, Bill.
Oh, good bull. That's
Thanks,
a good bull.
buddy.
Good job.
Oh, man, thank you.
Good shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Better bull than I thought he was.
Nice bull, yeah.
Oh, man, he's sweet. You are master guy. You are master
It was
guy.
fun. I had a good time. Really appreciate you coming. That
Oh,
was great.
man, I tell you, pleasure's all mine.
It's really a pleasure hunting with someone that is as knowledgeable as Steve is. That BLR, lightweight, made a great shot with the gun. It's a great gun for an elk hunt.
You know, some of the things when you get to go hunting with a man that you really admire and respect, as I do with Bill, you get to share philosophies as you're sitting on a mountainside, enjoying nature as he does, enjoying the leaves and the surroundings around you. And you know, it's my belief that when men get out there together, and that's why we like the outdoors so much, you kind of strip your egos. You leave, I'm the big dog at work, or this corporate merger going on, or I've got to do this, and you can go out on one-to-one and enjoy things. And all in all, it was a great time. I'm saddened that I have to go back to the real world, but I look forward with optimism and hope for my next adventures just around the corner.
An exciting expedition for elk has produced a fine trophy bull for host and artist Stephen LeBlanc. Even better has been the chance to share the experience with good guide and good friend Bill Norton.